Hi there, Namaste and blessings. May it be a wonderful Tuesday. This is TwoDolphins again, and I'm doing this little energy reading for today and tomorrow from Scotland, but I'm doing it for the north of America, so for the United States and Canada, and it's around 4 p.m. here in the United Kingdom, Scotland. So good morning, folks. And I think I have wonderful news to start the day with, which is that Venus, the planet of love, beauty, romance, compassion, financial flow, creative flow, genetic flow in the form of baby blessings and children, and true love, and all those heart dimension things is moving from the Cancer sign to the Leo sign today, which is like a big shift in energy, they say, from something very soft and feminine to something much more definite and masculine and strong. But I think, as I explained it in a previous video, I think Cancer and Leo are not that far from each other regarding creativity and care and passion for the offsprings, and putting a lot of energy to the next generation and protecting the home, nurturing each other, just spreading the warmth around, you know, like when the heart explodes and you can see those little heart shapes in pink and rose petals covering everything like in a movie. So I'm also doing card readings, and I was wondering what it would be like to do just a short reading for the energies, about the energies of today on this specific day, and what would be the outcome. So we shall see. One of the decks, I'm using two decks here. One of the decks is the healing. No, sorry, I have to check. I always mix these two titles. So the magical messages from the fairies by Doreen Virtue. This is the back of each card, which is it looks like a butterfly, but it's also a little bit like the Hermes rod, like the rod of Hermes. So it's the Kundalini, you know, when the Kundalini snake is crawling up. So it's like I really like this one. This really helps me to focus. You know, they say the butterfly shape helps you to focus because it's like your brain. And the other deck is a little Italian deck that I like to use from a little Italian intuitive card publishing company, Lo Scarabeo, and it's called Karma Angels, or Angels of Karma. I checked this one too, so yeah, it says, yeah, Angels of Karma in English translation. So let's start. And just before I did anything, actually the fairies deck kind of jumped into two parts. So now I have a larger deck and the smaller deck. So we'll see. So I start with this larger deck from what became of the fairy card deck. See what's happening. It's one card. Two plus one cards. And then I take the mini deck that was falling on the table, and one more card, and I think I will take just one card from the Angels of Karma deck. There we go. So we have for today, so we have spring, winter, connect with nature, It's all very seasonal and nature cards. And then we also have practice, practice, practice. I like this card. And then we have from the Angels of Karma deck, we have the number 16, Zakia, and it's an angel pointing upwards from where all the abundance and the blessings and the riches are pouring down, or going up, whichever way you want to see it. But it's already standing on a little mound of coins, and there are stars, and everything is very glittery, and this card is about gold. So putting all this together, because we've been just talking about, Venus relocating, and Venus has a lot to do with your abundance, the flow of your abundance, your emotional abundance, your abundance of feeling secure and nurtured, and also financial abundance, or at least being financially secure and the needs are being met. So I can see that it starts with spring, but then it turns into winter, and then it says connect with nature, and the last card is the practice card. So I feel that perhaps if you're watching this video, I believe that nothing is a coincidence. So many people are not watching this video. So if you are watching this video, perhaps this message somehow resonates with you. And putting all this together, to me it says that you should kind of take into account your resources, because it turns from spring to winter, and then it urges you to connect with nature. So to me it says that there should be a good review of incomes and expenses, or people who nourish you versus people who take energy away from you, and ask the question whether things are in balance. Now, when you hear abundance, I think it's up to you. What are you associating to? Like, are you associating to physical abundance when you hear this word, or at the moment you are more focused on the emotional abundance, or spiritual abundance, or abundance in the form of having enough jobs or inquiries? Whichever is the case, I think that it's time to take an honest look at how you could increase and enhance the type of abundance that you are in the most need of. And then practice, practice, practice. So maybe it means restricting expenses a little, or maybe it means cutting off those contacts who are not serving you anymore and trying to pick up new ones. And because Leo, whenever I think of Leo, I have this feeling that, because Leo, the animal, and the sign both are supposed to be very strong, and they have good boundaries, and they know kind of how to run their lives in a way that they end up being abundant, or at least they have the tendency to create a royal luck. But I also feel that Leo can be very stubborn, and you can say that let's say you are a guest in the Leo household, and Leo is just depicting you this perfect picture of how great this new house or new apartment is. And then you kind of spot a little crack in the wall, and you can already see some water coming in, and then you are saying maybe you should pay a little extra attention to that section in the wall because it doesn't look good. But then Leo says, wow, what a wonderful house I have, and can I get you another drink? And not really taking an honest look at things, partly maybe because of out of pride, or this illusion of being satisfied, or just wanting to stay in this state of accomplishment and not push some more, but then we have the practice card as the outcome card, and I think this week we have a good chance to balance our and nurture and enhance our flow of abundance a little more if we have the right approach. Connect with nature, this card, I often find that it can also mean connecting with your own nature and checking in with yourself. Am I my best self at the moment? Am I living up to my full potential? Am I using all my talents and abilities that I could use in this situation? So this kind of thing. Well, thank you so much. If you would like to get in touch, you can find, as usual, the contact details in the description of this video. And I was really happy to be able to finally do such a recording for you and with you. And I'm sending you a lot of good, golden, abundant, rich vibes for today. Bye bye. Bye bye.